Hello there and welcome to day number 20. I guess it's also day episode, same thing, same difference. Welcome back to Animal Crossing City Folk. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope you're having a great day so far. It's nighttime, it's late. It's after 8 o'clock here in the town of Lilycove in Animal Crossing City Folk. There's also only a couple days left of January, so we're gonna have a new month here very soon. I don't know if I think for like holidays. Yeah, me too, bud. What was I thinking? Skipping my afternoon nap. Staying up tonight is gonna be tough. You know, it's fun staying up way late, but when it's late, I get this wild craving for sweets. I just love to pig out on pear mousse. I think I'm gaining weight just thinking about it. Pear mousse. Yeah, I think as far as like holidays and stuff go in February, I want to say there's like, oh shit, Dora's pissed. Hang on. Dora, what's up? I have nothing to say right now, Squeaky. What happened? What do you want? You want to talk? Because right now is not a good time. You got that? Damn. She's super pissed. February, I want to say, has like Festival with Pave, I think. I don't think there's like a Valentine's Day. You might get like a card from your mom or something for Valentine's Day in these games, maybe. I don't remember. But I think as far as like the next like holiday, there's probably like a fishing tourney next month. And then I think Festival. I don't think there's anything else. But I think that'll be fun. That'll be good to do. Something to look forward to for next month. That'll be a little different. Yeah. As far as today goes, I'm going to keep an eye on our rivers and our oceans. See if now that we're playing at nighttime, if there's any new fish we can catch. I know there's a new bug that we haven't seen yet that becomes available after 9 o'clock. Is that a Barbelsteed? That's a dace! Okay, so I caught a dace. I finished a recording the other day. And as for whatever reason, usually after I finish the recording, I like save and then close the game. For whatever reason, I just like kept playing for another couple minutes. And I fished once. And I caught a dace. And I donated it to the museum. But now at least you've... and for what it's worth, there's been a couple videos now that have... like an unlisted video in the description of them. If in case you've missed those, like there was that one day that I was... I started the video and I played for about 10 minutes with my microphone muted. I ended up uploading that video as an unlisted video, just basically for the footage. And then at the end of it, I think you hear me go, oh shit, because I realized and I turned my microphone on. Or maybe I probably would have said oh shit when the mic was still muted. You understand what I'm saying. Anyway, and then yeah, I took like a 2-second video of me like holding out the dace after I caught it. Anyway, so we have the for those keeping track at home, we do have the dace in the museum. So the one that we just caught, I will be selling. Anyway, hope your own Animal Crossing playthroughs are going well, whether you're playing this game, or Wild World, or New Leaf, or New Horizons, whatever you're doing. Hope everything's going well. Oh, my pockets are full. Yeah, I don't want to release this fish. Oh my god, can I... hang on. I always forget to put the money that we get, like, away, you know? That frees up a lot of space. Yeah, I don't know. This could be like a mostly fishing video, to tell you the truth. Just to put a bit of time, dedicated time into seeing if we can get some fish that we don't have. And again, a new bug does become available after 9 p.m. I am streaming tonight, and I was thinking of starting like at 9, but maybe I'll keep playing City Folk for like a little longer. Just to see if we can't get that bug. There's a river fish that we haven't caught yet that is a large shadow. Or whatever, larger than black bass and yellow perch. I think those are like, I don't know if you would call them like medium or whatever. But there's a large shadow, I think a single large shadow river fish that we can catch currently in the evening. Getting that perfect something for your home can make everything seem so right. Oh yeah, we gave Blair the paper lantern, didn't we? Damn, you just said that. Holy shit. Is that in response to us giving Blair the paper lantern, do you think? I knew the repeat dialogue in this game was like an issue, but the exact same thing twice in a row is a little much. I feel like it's probably worth shaking the trees a bit more often too when I'm playing. Just because the extra money doesn't hurt, and I think eventually, one of these days, if you watched yesterday's video, I had a good couple attempts at trying to catch wasps. No dice still, but can't offer you much except for my delightful company. Spending time by yourself at home is so indulgent, you feel me? You can dance around and eat rice pudding to your heart's content. Not that I do that all day or all that often. If you spoil yourself every day, it isn't special. That's so true. But like having the odd day off to yourself to just kind of like do whatever. It's fun. It's good. Fun and good. Critics are saying it is fun and good. More at 11. I would like... We haven't gotten anything other than money or wasps from shaking trees so far. I would like if something else maybe could happen one of these days. I'm pretty sure it can in this game. It hasn't happened yet the whole time that we've been playing, and I've been shaking trees, just... There hasn't been a day where I think I've gone around to shake every single tree in town to really try to make it happen. We get a lot of pond smelts. The horse mackerel of the river, they're calling them. Hi, Truffles. Spencer, are you going out at this hour? You're totally brave. You know, there aren't many big events planned these days. It's like so boring. Nothing wrong with taking it easy, you know? There's Peaches. Hi, Peaches. I can't get over how quickly today went by. Don't you agree? Today's so cold, I'm chilled right down to the bone. The sky's so clear and the air's so cold. I wonder if we're in for a show tonight. Oh, like Northern Lights, maybe? I'm trying to look up. I'm trying really hard. I mean, there's a lot of stars. I see Bud. Anything down this way? Any fish? Oh, there's a fish. Let's see if we can catch a fish from up here. Oh! 3, 4, next one. Hell yeah. A bitterling. Long distance fishing. The hot new craze. Oh shit. Okay. This is something we don't have yet. Did I ruin it? Walk very slowly. Walk so slow. Yes! Let's go! We caught a dung beetle! Hell yeah. So after 4 p.m., dung beetles can be found pushing snowballs around. Excellent. Okay. That was one that I found like the first day we played. And... Or I think maybe... after I was done the recording, now that I think of it, I was going around picking and selling the rest of the cherries in town. How are we doing for space? We're almost full. And I saw and then spooked a dung beetle, and ever since I've been like aware that they're like available. I guess any time during the year that there's snowballs, there can also be dung beetles. But again, only after 4 p.m. So keep that in mind. If you still haven't caught one yet for your museum. But that's great. Is that another one? I was wondering if that snowball was moving. But that's also kind of the thing you need to keep an eye out for is like... Well, for the thing that kind of tipped me off is because they can roll snowballs, the snowballs end up getting bigger. So if you see a big snowball randomly on your island, it didn't spawn like that. A dung beetle made it like that, you know? Anyway, this is another for January, one of very few available bugs that we can give to Blathers. I dare say that is a dung beetle. Stop, do not free it, leave the beast caged. Insects rather bother me. Touching them strikes me as quite revolting. These beetles are also known as scarabs and were once revered in some parts of the world. Looking at it now, I must admit there is something a bit refined about its antenna and legs. Enough, I say. Our thanks for the donation. He goes from glazing it to on a dime being like, actually disgusting. Do I have anything? Oh yeah, I guess I have a fossil to give him. Unidentified fossil. Yes, please let me know what it is. It is a mammoth torso. Cool. Mammoth swine. I think that's all I've got for you. I believe everything else has been donated previously, including the dace. But yeah, I think for the rest of the evening, I'm going to keep an eye. I'm going to walk by rivers and see if we can't find... I think it's rare. See if we can't see a large shadow. Haven't seen a KK show in a while. Also haven't been back to the city in a little while. Maybe we could do that tomorrow, now that I think about it. I should probably look into how to get an invitation to get into Reds. I don't... Oh shit! New tulip. I don't remember how to get into Reds. And we've been playing for like a month now, and it hasn't happened yet. We've got cherries, okay. I guess we can sell our cherries. I'm full? Oh, did I pick up more cherries? Yes, I did. Okay, never mind. We'll go sell that. Yeah, I think I should look into how to get the invitation to get into Reds. Because I'm definitely missing something to do that. Alright, should be a decent little chunk. 3,100, not too shabby. We're getting there. I think, and again, just out of curiosity, what are your turnip prices like? 55 on this Thursday evening. Alright, a Regal lamp. I think the Regal stuff is maybe a little more expensive. A lawn chair. And a barrel? A red drum. An oil drum, I guess. We can get our 3 visitor points for free. How we looking? Rank points, 806. Total points, 306. My status is bronze. In order to reach the next level, you need 4,100 points. Okay. So I think that's funny. The rank points is like total all time. The total is what we have currently. Yellow roses, I think we're planting those outside of Al's. White pansies we're planting both outside of our house and now outside of the Able Sisters. So that's good. I like, for now, having like a place to put each of the flowers, you know? Because again, I haven't really done like any town planning or anything, you know? I don't think... Did I plant? I don't remember. Al is home though. We could probably go say hi. What's up, my man? Make yourself comfortable. Mikase Sukasa. You know, when I first started living on my own, my mom said to me, Al, life is about meeting people and making memories, but you can't find new people to meet in just any old place. And those memories aren't going to make themselves. That's why I'm counting on you to introduce me to lots of cool new people. I'll do my best, but we're pretty limited to just who's in town, you know? Unless that's a sign or like a nod from the game to be like, hey, play online with people. Could be. So I played this game as a kid when I was in middle school. I want to say like grade 7. Oh. Okay. Did I? No, I probably wanted to sell like all of that furniture back and just forgot. Yeah. Hang on. I have a plan. First, plant pansies. That's step 1. Step 2, go back to the cherries. Pick up cherry. Step 3, hold tool, pick up final cherry. Step 4, profit. Is that a... I thought I saw a shadow. Yeah, I played this game for the first time. I think I was in grade 7, I want to say. And I had a friend at school who also played City Folk. And this was before... I mean, I think Skype existed, maybe. But I didn't have it. I didn't have like a personal computer or anything. Like a laptop or an iPad or anything like that. But when we were playing this game together online on the Wii, would talk on the phone. And if one of our parents needed to use the phone, we would take a break and just, you know, keep playing Animal Crossing together. And then once the phone was available again, we would just call back. And it was great. But they did sell, because they anticipated that this would be a great hangout online game for the Wii, and they were right. They sold a peripheral called the Wii Speak, and it was a microphone that you could place on top of your TV, somewhere like near your TV set, I guess, but it would like be in the room, just like a microphone for the room. And honestly, the new the like webcam that they're selling with the Switch 2, the like Switch webcam, is reminiscent of the Wii Speak, of just being like something that you use in order to better play games online with your friends in your living room. Because it's different when you're at a computer and you can use like, I mean, I guess I used a headset too, but I guess like without wearing a headset, like talking to people, and now with the webcam actually like seeing them. But the Wii Speak, yeah, it was just like a microphone that you could, I don't remember if it must have plugged into the Wii, maybe just via USB, because the Wii has USB ports on the back of it. Now that I think about it, I never had it, so I did not have that experience. They also, for the DS, sold like a earpiece that you could use to talk to your friends online if you wanted to play like Wild World together and talk online. I think there's this really funny promo image, or like an ad of like these two girls, and they're each wearing this like Nintendo DS earpiece, and they're trading Pokemon in like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. And it's just really funny and extremely 2000s, you know? Anyway. For what it's worth, even with the Switch 2, I know they added like game chat or whatever. I haven't used it once, because honestly, Discord kind of does the trick, you know? For the most part. I certainly do not have a webcam plugged into my Switch either, but I'd be interested to talk to someone who like actively and earnestly uses it. You know what I mean? If that's you, I feel like odds are slim, but you never know. Let me know if you got a Switch 2 and you're using game chat and you love it, or back in the day, if you had a Wii Speak and you played Animal Crossing City Folk online with your friends using your Wii Speak. Or better yet, I think this would be like the least likely of all time, you actually had that like crazy Nintendo DS like earpiece microphone thingy and used that. That would be unreal. I would have a hard time believing that, frankly. But you know what? If you tell me that that was you in the year 2007, I'll believe you. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Haven't seen Pascal in a little while. Wait, is that what did that say? A white scallop? Is that something we can give to Pascal? That seems rare. Unless I just like don't look at the shells on the beach very often. And I don't, but you know. Fishy. Big fishy. Probably a sea bass. Next one. Oh shit! Awesome! I caught a football fish. I guess it's nighttime. Hell yeah! Touchdown! That's excellent. Football fish. Wow. Very cool. As lantern, as you know, I love that they looked at the football fish or the angler fish or whatever, and they were like, that's a cool kind of fish, but what if it wasn't scary? And that's how they made Lantern in Pokemon. I like Lantern a lot. What's it say about the football fish over here? Hell yeah. Their lanterns are extensions of their dorsal fins. Just the female's head lights up. Oh! I didn't know that. That's a good fun fact. Only in the winter, in the ocean, and I assume a sea bass size shadow. That's great. What a good catch. That'll be a good one to have caught and donated. I wonder, I see the thing I don't really know about any of the fish is like what the percent chance is of some of them, like of them spawning, I guess. I don't know percentages at all, other than just like vaguely like some of these are rare. Anecdotally, I guess, maybe from my own experience of like getting the odd one here and there rarely. And there's some fish that have like pretty specific criteria for spawning, like the coelacanth. Extremely specific. I mean, not extremely, it just needs to rain, but you know, still specific. And even then it's like rare in the rain, but worth catching large shadows if it's raining. You never know, you know? Worth checking. I don't think we've seen many dig spots yet today. There's another, watch this be another football fish. Uno dos. Trace. Wow, okay, well, maybe they're a dime a dozen. Who's to say? Regardless, I'm glad we found one. Oh, hang on. That's a dig spot. I see two here, actually. This one's like pretty, not hidden, but I don't know, camouflaged. This looks like it's gonna be a pitfall trap. Yep. So I think we get, I want to say on average, 3 dig spots a day, 2 fossils, one pitfall, and maybe sometimes a gyroid. In the current games, you only get gyroids after it rains. That might also be the case in these older games. And I just didn't know that that was like a stipulation for gyroids. Money. I talked about Animal Crossing earlier today. I co-host a podcast called Frostbites, a gaming podcast. There's a link for it down in the description below. And talked to my co-host Cassie about Animal Crossing, how I'm playing City Folk here, but also talked about New Horizons and the 3.0 update a bit. So that episode, we do it live on Cassie's Twitch channel, but the episode itself will be out wherever you find podcasts, as well as the Frostbites YouTube channel, probably in the next couple of days. If you want to check that out. I think, did we comb our entire town? I think we did. I'm gonna go along the river, because again, I kind of want to have a gander for a large shadow river fish. And I think the tricky thing about it too is even if we find one, I gotta not fuck up catching it. I think a tiny shadow is also good to see for us. I just need that. I needed to turn around. 1, 2, 3. Next one for sure. So that's a bitterling. We've got bitterlings already. How we doing for space? Probably shouldn't get cherries. There's another fish. This looks like a black bass or a barbelsteed, I guess, or a dace actually. So dace must be a nighttime fish. I guess this doesn't say, this doesn't have a time of day, does it? No, it has a time of year, like a season. Really just seasons, or all year, but not a time of day. For more specific information, you can find that on like Nookopedia. I feel like Nookopedia is probably the best source for Animal Crossing stuff. I don't know, what do you guys use? Oh shit! Freshwater goby. Goby? Go me. Nice. Very good. Couple of new fish for us tonight. See what this one's gonna be. I just saw it. I don't want to reel this in. There it is. It'll come back up. There we go. 1, 2, 3. As a black bass. Okay, let's go make some donations. To Blathers. Peaches, don't look at me. If you look at me, you might want one of my fish, and I can't have that. Blathers, I've got a couple for you, actually. Football fish to start. A football fish. The most striking detail of the football fish's life is the way multiple males are cared for by one female. You heard me correctly. A single female football fish will nourish and raise multiple males by herself. In contrast to the females, males don't make nests or gather food. Their sole task is to cling to the female. Another tidbit, only the females possess that amazing glowing antenna. Romance certainly takes many forms in the animal kingdom. Interesting. And the freshwater goby? Gobby? Gobby the house fish? This round little fish may look like a mild-mannered gobby at first. Goby? But it's actually quite aggressive. The freshwater goby is known for its tendency to try to eat anything that will fit in its mouth. Rather shocking, really. I'm quite glad this little piggy's mouth is nowhere near owl-sized. Very good. I think that's everything, right? Yeah, we donated everything else. So I guess we'll just sell the rest of what we got. I'm gonna hang on to the white scallop because there might be... They could be rare, it could be special to give to Pascal maybe? I don't know. Would you care for a splash of pigeon milk? Always, Brewster. Always. I said this yesterday too, we haven't found a gyroid in a little while. So I don't know what's up with that, but again, maybe they only spawn after it rains or snows, I guess. Sweet and smooth. Alright. I will try to be back here for Saturday night to see KK again, because it's been a minute. And we've still only got the one... Not that we spend a ton of time in our house. In fact, we barely go in there. But... would probably be good to get a new song playing. What's... I've got my net. Okay, I've got my net handy, just in case we find any bees. For a little bit of money. Yeah, I'm gonna hang on to the white scallop. What's up, bud? Spencer, you're on an extreme softball vacation and you can't rest until you get a souvenir. You see two things at the souvenir stand. One, a lovely love seat. Two, a backpack. What do you go for? The backpack. I totally called it. Everyone goes for the backpack. Oh well, forget I ever asked, man. Alright. If I said the first one, would he have given it to me? Okay, I'm not gonna sell the scallop. Oh, I had a fossil for Blathers, my bad. I'll have to go back to the museum. 4260. Cool. Let's actually on the way back. We can go to Town Hall and do our deposit and our donation. I'm really excited for when eventually we donated enough to the Town Hall. Or the Town Fund, I guess. Same thing. And something happens, you know? I'm not looking it up. I refuse. I want to be surprised. We're almost halfway to our loan amount also. So, is Pelly? Yeah, is Pelly. So Pelly still works after 8 o'clock. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hang out until 9 at least. So, is there anything else, any other daily stuff for us to do today? You're getting a bit of a longer video, which I think is good because the last two were pretty short. Maybe I can pick and sell some cherries while we're at it. But we made some really good museum progress today. Oh, there goes a dung beetle. See? It was like pushing this snowball. They don't spawn. They spawn as like at their minimum size or whatever. Anything in the river? Not that I can see. Anything? Anything here? It's another tiny fish. I should probably look at the list of fish again. Just to remind myself of like what's available and how much progress we've made, I guess. Because I can kind of like ease up on the fishing if we've caught everything that we can for the month, you know what I mean? Is that another, that's another bitterling. But again, there's at least a large shadow riverfish. Oh, I see another like big snowball over there. It's not moving though. It's funny that just like the snowballs can just like move and get bigger. Unbeknownst to you. Did we shake this tree already today? Up here actually could be a good spot. It's a little thin or like narrow for an orchard, But it could be a good spot up here actually for like flower breeding. When we eventually want to dig into that. It's also like in a corner, so we would be less likely. Ah, shit. I wasn't thinking. That probably wasn't anything new if I had to guess. I'm gonna say that was a black bass. Probably. We wouldn't be likely to run through flowers if they're like up here in the corner. You know what I mean? Like we'll be approaching from the bottom so we can see them. They'll be protected on two fronts. On three fronts, the river and the two walls. I'm thinking of flower defense in Animal Crossing. No one plays Animal Crossing like I do. There's Peaches across the way. Something I do really like in, I guess in modern Animal Crossings, but I think particularly New Leaf, is you can unlock new bridges and then decide where to put them. That's something that is not in this game at all, is like whatever bridges we have, we're stuck with. I'm gonna say this is probably a pond smelt. Give or take. Uno. Dos. Tres. Cuatro. Well, would you look at that? All my pockets are full. I didn't realize. Oh yeah, I still have a fossil. I will drop a cherry, and hopefully I won't forget that it's there. I see another fish, but probably one that we have. I want to put this white scallop that we have in storage. I don't want to accidentally sell it. We have such a strange assortment. I guess this is what scallops look like. Maybe this is just... Oh, isn't this... Didn't they change this? Like the same kind of sprite or whatever? But in current games, they call it the giant clam. Maybe this has nothing to do with Pascal. I'll hang on to it, and next time we see Pascal, I'll like give it a try. I don't know. It could be rare. Maybe I should comb the beach also, and like if we find more, then maybe it's nothing special. It's likely nothing special. I think just regular scallops are probably all you can give Pascal. Where was that cherry? Over there. Okay. Did we make our donations? I think we did. Yeah, because I had like 50,000. Sorry, I swear to God, I have short-term memory loss, dude. I don't know what time Nook and Go closes, actually, now that I think about it. Could be 9. Could be soon. Not too shabby. Alright, let's go back to the museum, since I have another fossil. for Blathers, my man. We'll pick up some cherries along the way. What do you got for me? It's Ammonite. A truly rare fossil. And Ammonite, you see, is not what it seems. At first glance, you'd think it was related to the conch. But it isn't a member of that family at all. Who know? Actually, it's closer to the squid and octopus. Sadly, the only fossils we can find are mere shells, so we know not what sort of bodies they had. Lord Helix. Cool. Let's go check out the fossil section again. I feel like it's... Well, no, there's still a lot of like empty spaces still, but we got Stegosaurus tail, Pachycephalosaur tail and torso, Triceratops head. We finished the Iguanodon, of course, and we got the T-Rex skull. Hell yeah. I really like actually that comes out over the walkway, so you can, I think this is totally on purpose, that you can just like squeeze your head in the space of the T-Rex jaw. I think that's cute. The apatosaur tail, and the ichthyosaur. This might be like a sea creature, but it's floating as if it were swimming, I guess. And then if we go in the other room, I think, because earlier we got the mammoth torso. Yeah, that's right here. The mammoth torso. It's like most of it, honestly. I mean, I guess the head of a mammoth is also pretty iconic, so it makes sense. But I think that's only a 2 fossil guy, like a 2-piece guy. Same thing I want to say with like the Sabertooth, which probably goes here. This I think might be... I don't remember the name of the dinosaur. I think this giant one, this long one, like long neck, or like Littlefoot, you know? Whatever dinosaur that is, that I forget the name of. This might be like a 4 or 5 piece fossil. And then up here we've got the solo guys. Here's the Ammonite that we just found. Got only missing, we're like halfway. We've got 5 and we're missing 5. Yeah, we're like halfway full on the solo fossils. That's nice. That feels like decent progress. But honestly, the more we fill the museum, the more duplicates we get, obviously, which translates to more money. Because I have no interest in like saving any of the fossils for like our house or whatever. At least not yet. I don't know. Maybe ask me again 6 months from now when we've been playing this game for 6 months, and maybe I'll have a different answer. But for now, I'm a lot more interested in the money that fossils can potentially provide. All right, I got space for 3 more, and it's almost 9. I'm like stalling a little bit, I guess, just to get to 9. Could do some more fishing. But after 9, I'm gonna see if we can't actually get ourselves a new bug. Believe it or not. And then for bugs, truly, for what's available like now, we'll be missing like wasps, which I've tried. I don't know why. There was one time in particular that I felt like I was lined up and it still did not work. I don't know what the deal is. Oh yeah. Curious maybe if we can try to find, this is our orchard, so no wasps from there. Saying the plural for wasp, so wasps, it sounds like you're saying wa and then you're summoning a cat, you know? Wasps. 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 This is what I start talking about when the video goes long, okay? Enjoy it. This isn't gonna happen all the time. Oh. How dare you give me a boot for fishing. What's that all about? Okay, it's showtime. Maybe I wasn't supposed to. I tried to like move away. I feel like honestly, my movement and then my aim was perfect. Can you not fucking catch what? I thought when I looked at the list of bugs and fish in this game, I'm pretty sure it said wasps. So clearly I'm missing something. Evidently. I don't want, okay, hang on. Take two. Yeah, dog, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've been calling them wasps. I guess the game calls them bees. They are not honeybees. They're angry bees. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like I was saying before I got so rudely interrupted. I want to try not to look stuff up for this game as much as I can, but I would rather one of you watching to like give me an answer. Like that would be more rewarding than if I just like Googled something, you know what I mean? So if something happens and I ask a question, honest to God, you can tell me, by all means. I would love to know. And I would rather know from like word of mouth, basically. Even if you're like, I'm pretty sure this is how it works. You know what I mean? I'd rather that. That feels more like authentic than just, I don't know. The thing about Googling stuff, and this is true of everything, right? There's fun in guessing, You know what I mean? Even when you're like you and your friends are like arguing over a fact. Like, I don't know how many planets there are in the solar system, right? One of you is like, Pluto counts. The other is like, no, it doesn't. You know? This may be a bad example, but whatever. If you Google it, Google will give you a number, and then it's just like, well, there's your answer, I guess. But it's fun to just like guess. I don't know. Does that make sense? It's fun to not know things and try things. Like, I'm trying my heart out to catch these bees to no avail. So clearly I'm doing something wrong, or I'm missing something. But I don't know, man, that's video games, dude. You're playing a video game, whatever. But I also understand not wanting to feel like you're wasting your time. Just like trying stuff. I get that too. Okay, it is past 9 p.m., which means if we go around and we start hitting some rocks, I don't know if it's just like, yeah, I'll hit the rocks twice for good measure. Not like my shovel can break. We can hit rocks as much as we want. But hitting them once is probably going to be plenty. Okay, no dice. Let's check the rest of our rocks. If we check all of our rocks without going into a building to like reset the town or whatever. Oh. Wait, what? I caught a pill bug. I thought after 9 there's another pill bug. Okay, let me go to Nooks and then we'll make the rounds again on our rocks. I know I said I don't like to look stuff up, but this is something that I already looked up. And I feel like I'm getting the info wrong. Nooks is also still open after 9. Maybe they close at 10. Nookopedia, January bugs. Oh, for city folk. It's showing me the bugs for New Horizons, which makes sense. That's the new one. Nookopedia, January bugs, city folk. That's more like it. Oh, okay. So I misremembered the time. I completely misremembered the time for both dung beetles and the other bug that I'm looking for. I don't want to say what it is. Just, I don't know, spoilers maybe. I don't know. The dung beetle becomes available after 5 p.m. for starters. And it's only available in December, January, and February, which are the winter months. So again, anytime that there's like snowballs on the ground or it's snowing is when you can catch a dung beetle. The other bug that I'm trying to catch, it is from hitting rocks, just like the pill bug, but it is available from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. actually. And we're in that window, but yeah, this is available between 4 p.m. and 11 p.m. for most of the year. It's basically just not in the spring. So what that tells me, I mean, this will probably happen. I feel like this is an inevitability. But I guess if maybe not as much, if I mostly play before 4 p.m. and that's also when I'm hitting my money rocks, I'm not going around to hit my rocks again, but like after that. But I'll do it now, just because I thought, so I didn't actually have to wait until 9 p.m. Unless, maybe, let me look at the fish. Am I thinking of a fish that's available? Wikipedia. January fish. City folk. Is there a fish that's only available after 9? No, you know what? The large river fish is also available after 4. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah, looking at this list is good though, just for like a check of kind of what I've been. There's another ocean fish that I need to get. Otherwise, we've gotten, and there's the coelacanth that I mentioned earlier. I feel like the coelacanth is like a notable Animal Crossing. I feel like most people know about the coelacanth only being available when it rains and stuff. But I guess the coelacanth is also actually only after 4 p.m. I thought that was an all-day thing, but no, the coelacanth is after 4, but it has to be raining or snowing. But it's at least like all year round, like every month. For river fish, we made some great progress today, but there's a couple here that I have not caught yet. And I'm looking at 2. Well, 1 is available basically during the daytime. It says from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's tiny in the river. And then another one is medium in the river after 4 p.m. Yeah. Does it say anything about like rarity on here? Not really. It did for the bugs, right? Yeah, it does. The list for bugs on here has rarity. I guess for fish, it's just they have the shadow size. Anyway. Again, Wikipedia also, I've mentioned this before, but this is why I like Wikipedia a lot, is they have a table for every month of for fish. It says fish leaving after January. And then I go to the bugs. They do not have a table for January because no bugs are leaving after January, but it's just nice if you're going like month by month. Now the fish that is leaving at the end of January, which is the octopus, is coming back, and it will be available pretty much through the rest of the year. The octopus weirdly isn't available in February and August, which is specific. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, so we're primarily looking at like a large, because there's only one fish that is a large shadow in the river. So if we see it, we know what it is. We just got to lock in and catch it. And same thing, actually, there's a huge shadow, which is bigger than large, in the ocean. Anyway, let me go around and hit these rocks. Maybe I'll take one more like look at the ocean and the river. Oh! We did it. Don't miss. Oh my god. Oh my god. We did it. Huh. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Actually, that wasn't bad at all. Looks like Dora said something to upset Bud. I mean, Dora at the start of the video was very upset about something, so. Well, we found the centipede, which is what I was looking for. So that's good. otherwise, anything? Oh, Joey's home. I guess we didn't like talk to Joey today. It is important to talk to our villagers every day and slowly but surely raise our like friendship with them. Oh yeah. I wonder if talking to them with a bee sting like lowers it. When you see that beehive fall, you can't stand there goofing off. You gotta run for your life. Then the best thing to do is duck inside whatever building is close by. Sure, but what if I want to catch him? You know? Clearly I'm doing something wrong in that regard. After I'm done here, I'm going to be streaming. I'm playing Bubsy. Someone requested Bubsy. My good friend Max, who apparently hates me because he requested Bubsy. No disrespect to Bubsy. I haven't played it. It could be great. I just have my doubts. You understand. Am I procrastinating by playing Animal Crossing City Folk? Who's to say? I won't tell if you won't tell, okay? I think this is going to be the longest one yet, though. Which, again, is good, because they've been short the last couple days. Another yellow perch. That's good. That's maybe a little more uncommon. We are also interested in medium shadows in the river, for what it's worth, for something new. Okay, now it's raining cats and yellow perch, apparently. Alright, this will be the last loop of the river or whatever. We'll go visit Blathers. We'll empty our inventory at Nook's. And that'll do it for tonight, I think. Crucian carp. I don't think there are any fish that are this size in the river that we need. I think we got them all. The game heard that and said, fine, then we won't give you a fish if you're such a completionist. Another dace. Cool. And then anything down this way. Anything below the waterfall. Oh shit, there is. Alright, this will be the last thing we catch probably. This could be tricky to catch. What if I stand like here? I don't even see it anymore. This is tricky. I don't want to reel in because I don't know if if at the point that I reel it in, if maybe like without me seeing it, if it's locked on, if it's like below the camera, or if it's like hidden by the foam of the waterfall, you know. I'll do it, and then maybe I'll go further. Maybe it's gone. I don't know. Maybe I lost it. Maybe it's in the waterfall. Oh no, I see a tail. Okay. Yeah, it is. It is in the waterfall. Oh. We got its attention. That's good. For all of that for a pond smelt. You know what? I'll take it. Honestly, it's worth practicing catching things that are near the waterfall. You know? Could matter. I remember I got this game in the month of September, which is when... That's the only month that salmon and king salmon spawn in this game. And they sell for decent money. And that was like all I was catching the first time that I played this game. It was great. All right, Blathers, I've got a centipede for you. You're going to love it. I dare say that as a centipede. Do not free it. Insects rather bother me. Foulness. Hold a moment. I do rather poorly with shiny, wriggly, wretched creatures like this one. Indeed, centipedes are quite fast to boot. If the beast attacks us, how will we flee to safety? Moreover, they have hard shells, so we can't stop it with a furious stomping. We're doomed! It is like, it sucks to find a centipede. I'm not gonna lie. It is one of the creepier crawlies. For sure. Did we have anything else? I don't think so. I think you've got everything else that I have. Alright. We'll go sell what we have, and then, like I said, I think that'll do it for tonight. So thanks for hanging out for this longer one. I hope you don't mind. In fact, I hope you, I don't know, prefer, appreciate that this is a longer one, maybe. It'll happen from time to time if I have time, you know? If I feel like playing for longer. $1,100, not too shabby. Very nice. And I guess I don't need to buy medicine because we will just heal from this bee sting tomorrow. Very good. Ah, get it away. Deary, that you, bud? Bud's calling us Deary now. That doesn't quite feel on brand. You're gonna get locked up by the monster police walking around with a face like that, man. Speaking of police, hang on, since we're like here. Let's go see if there's anything in the lost and found. What can I do for you? Anything new? Didn't see anyone go through, that's fine. That's what I figured. But just wanted to check in case I got really unlucky and never ran into them. 3 things in the lost and found. Some stationery, bathtub paper, and a pitfall seed. Whatever, I'll take it. I'll take it and sell it. Thank you very much. Alright, that's going to do it for day number 20 of Animal Crossing City Folk. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. I try to do these daily if I can. We can call it pseudo daily. How about, you know? Yeah. Let me know again how your own Animal Crossing endeavors are going. Feel free to check out the links in the description for my Twitch, for my podcasts, etc. And I'll see you back here next time for day number 21 of Animal Crossing City Folk. Take care. Bye bye.